If it happens in wrestling, it happens here. This is the Superkick Society. Welcome in and welcome all to this week's episode of the Superkick Society. I'm your host, Cam Sterling, joined by the beautiful Josh Alderman. And we
So
got a
kind
jam-packed week for the first time in a while.
yeah, it feels like it's been a long time coming, but
hmm
finally, a jam-packed week top to bottom. It's about time.
It's
We
about time.
we've suffered through enough. Let's get to it.
Where do you want to start with this one, Josh?
All right, let's start with last week in wrestling just to
I like
lay
it.
the groundwork.
I like it.
All right, Monday Night Raw. We open the show with like 24 masked men, which is
Infinity War of Masked Men.
it's a choice.
Gotta love
It's
it. Gotta
Yep,
love it.
it's a choice. You know what? Sure, why not? The big question is, what is this going to lead to? If Braun Breaker isn't going to be healthy enough for WrestleMania, is it Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins?
It's gonna be Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins, I'm afraid. I think they're starting to put Logan Paul into these Monday Night Raw segments, face to face with Seth Rollins. Whether that includes Austin Theory or Paul Heyman doesn't really matter. They're just getting more TV time with Logan pinned against Seth.
Hmm.
So, I mean, it's a good idea, but shit looked like Scooby-Doo on Monday. It was
Yeah.
it
Oof.
was weird. It was weird to say the least.
You know what's not going to be weird? A WrestleMania match between Bayley and AJ Lee for the IC title because Bayley won a
Mhm.
gauntlet match this week to get that number one contendership. That's a dream match, man. You just
We've
can't
been
say no
we've
to
been
that.
dreaming about this since 2015. The hype of
Yeah.
Hug Bailey, the hype of the Black Widow, AJ Lee. Like, this was a dream match a decade ago, and it still is, and I'm
Hmm.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, no notes. That is just going to be a banger. And it's great to see Bayley towards the top of the card again, where she belongs.
Fighting for a title.
Oh, yeah. Now,
Bailey out of these tag team matches. It's ridiculous.
speaking of titles, Penta retains the IC title, but the big question I have for you, what is his WrestleMania match going to be? Because he doesn't have a rivalry right now. He doesn't have a feud to build off of. Dom is tied up with the Judgment Day stuff, and no one
Yeah.
else has really come up in the last few months. So, who, who?
I think it's tough because I thought this was going to happen with the US title match, but they're building up Carmelo and Ilya fairly well. So I think that match could sustain a WrestleMania match, which opens up a possibility for a ladder match for the IC title. And I think
Okay.
that's right up Penta's alley. Um, have we seen Penta in a ladder match for like a championship? So I believe he's been in Money in the Bank. Don't quote me on that. But we haven't seen, as far as I know of, Penta in a match like that in WWE yet. So I
Yeah.
think that could be cool, and it's obviously right up his alley with the extreme side of it, and he could definitely be part of some of those big spots that we've seen in WrestleMania ladder matches. So
Yeah.
it'll depend how they fit qualifying matches into the next month of Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown. But I think a ladder match would be the best possibility.
Yeah, I honestly think that's fair to say. Now,
Or even though this is just speculation, it could be the OGL Grande Americano,
mm,
but and then that would be the unmasking of Chad Gable because everybody thinks it's Chad Gable, who obviously Gable has been in the IC title picture for years, and he's
Hmm.
still looking for his first one. So that could be a cool one-on-one if you want to build that story with the lucha aspect coming into play as well. But I think it's probably going to be El Grande versus El Grande at WrestleMania before
Yeah.
they do the unmasking. So we'll see how that rolls out, but I think a ladder match is most likely.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that's fair to say. Now, in terms of hype matches for WrestleMania, you've got one on the horizon. The big meat hunter, Obafemi, and Brock Lesnar. I mean, Oba squashes Rusev, and then conveniently Brock Lesnar returns to Raw next week.
Ooh.
Come on, guys. I want to get your thoughts though.
I just feel so bad for Rusev.
Yeah.
Rusev deserves so much more. I mean, it's not like he was getting much in AEW. I think it came out to like 5 or 6 televised matches for the last 1 to 2 years he was there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's getting more televised matches, but
At
these are
what
just
cost?
so bad compared to what we had in US title Rusev and the John Cena feud and like the unstoppable force that Rusev was back in the day, and it sucks to see him get squashed. Like
Hmm.
if I told you in 2015, 2016 that Rusev would be the jobber in squash matches, what would you say to that?
I'd probably cry.
Like he was the closest thing we've had to the Iron Sheik in terms
Yeah.
of like hardcore heel, um, hardcore international heel. So
And even
I
then,
re I
Rusev Day,
yeah, I Rusev Day was the best.
one of the biggest natural faces in such a long time.
Mhm. It
Nothing
made my
happens with
day
it.
when Aiden English became the broadcaster in TNA.
Mm.
That was just gold. But back on track here with Rusev, it sucks to see him be the jobber in a squash match. That just doesn't make sense to me. But I guess it's like it's a bigger scale of an opponent for Obafemi to beat, I guess, compared to what he has been beating. So, I mean, I really don't know where they're going with Obafemi. Like, he has done nothing of stature, and he's still rumored to face Brock. So I don't know what's going to happen in the next month to lift Obafemi to that level.
Yeah.
Um, I I have no words on the matter.
All right. Now, on the topic of words, Monday Night Raw was once again capped off by a promo segment from Mr. Charles Montgomery Punk himself.
Mhm.
He went to war with the Usos. No Roman Reigns involved, just the Usos. So break it down for us, Cam.
Roman's off day, that's all you can say.
Yeah.
They had to find a filler. Roman couldn't make it. It's too Hollywood for Monday Night Raw for every week. Um, can't have his promos every week. You got to
Oh,
limit them.
yeah.
So the next best thing is run
No.
it back with main event Jey Uso and Big Jim. So I did watch an edit after that promo happened, and it's all the like best hits of Jimmy Uso on the mic, and
Yeah.
it really brought to the forefront that maybe Jimmy Uso should have been the one to go main event and
Ooh.
become big singles because he's just so good on the mic
Mm-hmm.
compared to Jay. Jay was good when he had a direct story with Roman Reigns as and the sidekick. He was great when the crowd was around him. But like when it comes to cold hard promos, Jimmy just surpasses him in every way. So, I mean, that brought back some history because I'm a big fan of the day like Uso Penitentiary era and the Jimmy Mike drops in that era were phenomenal. But I think this was just a filler promo. Not much to do here as far as feud wise, just builds CM Punk against Roman without Roman being there. I don't think there was much to it. Um, yeah, I just glad to see Jimmy Uso getting some primetime promo time. So,
Yeah, I completely agree. It was a solid promo segment. We got some surprisingly good character work out of Jimmy and Jay. Jay, the hothead, and Jimmy more confident, calm, thinking before he speaks.
mhm.
I love that duality, and you can see that in their matches and whatnot. So that was cool. But yeah, this is just filler because Roman wanted a night off.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
when Roman wants a night off, he gets a night off.
that's true.
Nobody tells the head of the table what to do.
You gonna disagree with the OTC? Nah, nah. Erm. All right, Cam, brace yourself. Lock in.
I I embraced. I have a feeling what's coming next because I know what day comes after Monday.
It's a brand new segment, folks. It's the NXTNA Fast Five, trademark Superkick Society. All right, number one,
Who made
Ricky.
this damn segment? I did not okay this.
Orders from the higher power allowed me to. The uh,
What's
the
a Dixie
authority,
Carter again?
the authority of
What's a Dixie
Superkick
Carter again?
Society, our parent company, Shutter Sports Media. The higher ups allowed me. It's okay. All right. First and foremost, Ricky Sosa makes his Impact debut, keeps his banger theme, and has a great showing. Now, the big question is he now signed to TNA? Because this kid has it. It's really hard to compare some like him to someone who's equally as young and as much
Hmm.
of a prospect, but he's like a younger version, the next Javon Evans, just this tall, freakishly athletic high flyer.
Hmm.
He's just got it, you know? But
It's
is he signed?
I don't know. I mean, like I saw him dancing to his theme song with Mercedes Moné the other day. What is happening? He's getting everywhere. Like, I wouldn't, if he's not signed, I wouldn't be shocked if AEW snatches him before TNA does. Like,
Mm-hmm.
even though he fits the X division so well,
Mm-hmm.
he could put on a 5 star with Mustafa. He could put on a 5 star with Leon. Could put on a 5 star with Cedric. Like, put him in any one of those matches,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a banger. So, I mean, like TNA needs new blood
Yep.
badly. So I really hope he actually is officially signed before somebody else snatches him because he is huge right now.
Mm-hmm.
God, don't let Ricky Sosa go to AEW.
He'd probably get lost
There's
in the
too
shuffle.
too much heat. There's too much heat in AEW right now.
Yeah, there's just not a spot for him. A couple years down the line, maybe, once
Hmm.
he's more established. But as this top young prospect, it probably wouldn't hurt to test the North American waters in TNA for all of
Yeah.
their faults.
AEW knows too much ball. They don't need Ricky Sosa.
Yep. Now, TNA does not know ball because they hype
You're
up.
correct.
They spend the entire week. We could just end the sentence there. They spend the entire week hyping up a massive new signing, and it's former diva Candice Michelle who signs to TNA as not an active competitor, but a backstage producer.
TNA was like, you know what? You're gonna take Bobby Roode and Abyss. We'll get you back.
Yeah.
We're what? Why?
I don't know, man.
Why?
Yeah, you have
Like you're
Bobby
supposed to make the
Roode.
product better, right?
Yeah,
You're supposed to make the product better.
I'm
That ain't gonna do
sure.
it.
I'm sure she'll bring some knowledge to the table as a like a
No.
shoot backstage match producer. But TNA, what are we doing here? You
What do
don't
we do?
spend an entire week hyping up a big new signing just for it to be a legitimate backstage person. And mind you, a C list
Back,
2000s WWE
back
name
to
at
who the
that.
WWE brought in. Like WWE barely announced they brought in Abyss as a producer.
Yeah.
Abyss,
Yep.
Abyss, the monster Abyss, and they didn't even. They barely announced it, let alone hyped it up for a week.
Mm-hmm. Man.
All TNA.
Lol TNA. Gotta love it. Gotta hate it.
Oh my gosh.
I watch TNA not for the love of the game, but for hate of the game.
We're giving TNA too much airtime here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the fast five, not the five.
All right. Real quick, rapid fire. Take us through the NXT. The
Oh,
NXT.
I can make it rapid fire. All right.
Let's hear it.
Charlie Dempsey joins Birthright. Big whoop. What's Birthright even doing right now?
Come on. I'm kinda liking what they're doing.
I like it, but like these are some of the best stars NXT has right
Yeah.
now. And
They
they're
should
just putting
be.
them in a faction. They should be fighting.
Yeah.
Like, put Lexus King in the NXT championship race.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Screw it. Put Uriah Connors in the championship race. He's great
Yeah.
on the mic. Stax has been like barely even on NXT. When was the last time Stax had a match on NXT?
Don't
He's
know,
been
don't watch.
he's been on TNA for the last like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
So like,
He's the odd man out in this faction, honestly.
yeah, Charlie Dempsey joining. I love Charlie Dempsey, but he's just getting lost in the shuffle. He's like, it's like adding Austin Theory to the Vision. I mean,
Nice.
it's got the same stakes as that move did. So I don't have much to say on it. I really hope they start putting these guys into matches soon
Yeah.
because there's not much going on with Birthright. It's a cool theme. It's a cool gimmick. They haven't done anything with it yet, so
No.
still more to come. Paxley and Shiloh.
There's something there.
I feel some sparks,
They do say that while opposites attract, like minds last, and they're both
especially when they're crazy.
completely insane. So is this something that they're developing? They teased it backstage with little hints back and forth between the two of them in a couple segments. Are we getting another Indy Hartwell, Dexter Loomis type storyline? Except they're both psychopaths?
Could be, but if you're in the same town as Shiloh Hill and Tatum Paxley going on date night, I would lock your doors if I were
Yeah.
you, because who knows what can happen with those two. But yeah, I mean, more TV time for Shiloh Hill. Actually, that's not a good thing. Um, I really don't know where they're going with this.
Yeah.
I think like because the top of the women's division should be getting called up anytime now. JC Jane, Sol Ruka. I think Tatum Paxley should be able to fit that mold immediately and go after the title as well. But yeah, yeah, it's just another. Just another romance in WWE. I mean,
Yeah,
this is a replayed record for the last 2 decades, so
enough said.
it's cool that they're both insane. That's about it.
Well said.
Miles Bourne, Joe Hendry, Ethan Page, Ricky Saints. This plot is getting big as well. I want to get your thoughts on it though, because these are the stars in NXT right now.
That's it.
That's
All the
it.
stars are here.
And they're all in the same feud.
Yeah, I think the big question is where is this going to go? Because Page is basically just biding time before he gets called up after Mania. Saints probably sticks around a little longer, but I don't think he's going to take the title off Hendry. There's just not
Not
enough.
anytime soon at least.
No. And Miles Bourne literally just won the North American title. Nothing's going to change there. And then you throw Tony D'Angelo into the mix because he mentioned that, oh, the first thing on his list was breaking up Dark State and beating them down and whatever. And the second thing was winning the NXT title, especially from Joe Hendry. And that just complicates things further. Is Tony D the feud for Hendry after Stand and Deliver? Is he the feud for Stand and Deliver? There's just so many questions. Like, what are the matches going to be? Is it going to be Bourne and Page, Bourne, Saints and Page? Is it going to be Hendry, Page and Saints,
Not
Hendry
to
and
mention there's
Page?
two titles in the mix of this.
Yeah,
Like this is the title picture.
that's it. That's the men's title picture.
Man,
I don't know. Like, that keeping people guessing is probably a good thing in wrestling.
especially in NXT when like we went into this knowing anything is possible with how many
Yeah.
call-ups they actually had. So this is just part of the process. They're rebuilding, they're regaining stars.
If it's Tony D, I could see it. It feels like, again, Hendry is just biding his time
I've been
before he
saying
gets called
Tony
up.
D.
Yeah. Like, some way, somehow, Tony D gets the title at Stand and Deliver. Hendry goes up a couple nights later to the main roster.
I will be making this a fast six because I do want to bring up
Oh,
a storyline in NXT that is starting to grow on me.
okay.
And that's Miss Parker, man.
No.
Not that I'm loving Jada Parker in ring, but I think the one feud that can actually raise that skill level is Blake Monroe. So I really want to see Jada Parker come out of this feud with a more diversified skill set in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
The pop is there, the heat is there. Blake Monroe can have a good match with anybody.
Yeah.
I really want them to capitalize on this, and I really want Jada Parker to capitalize on it herself.
Okay.
And I think if there's anybody who could raise the quality of Jada Parker's matches,
Mm,
it's Blake Monroe.
it is. Yeah. The quality's there. Like, there's no one like her on the roster right now.
Miss Parker, Miss Parker.
Yeah, like Blake Monroe is the perfect teacher.
Hmm.
And that being said, she's still in the prime of her career. She shouldn't be having to teach people just yet.
Yeah,
Like that Ms. Gatekeeper role on SmackDown. That's not what we should be doing with Mariah May, guys.
definitely
That
not.
that being said, I'm hoping that some of those skills will rub off on Jada Parker. In ring is probably the only thing that she needs to improve on before she becomes a top star.
Hmm.
All right,
That's
on
enough
to
for NXT.
that's enough. TNA, just an afterthought in their own segment. Typical. Um, let's do a rapid fire on Dynamite because most of what happened
We
was
got
just,
more to talk about
yeah,
AEW, that is for sure.
most of it was just set up for Revolution. So let's fire through this real quick. Fletcher versus Speedball,
Yeah, can
instant.
Fletcher and Speedball just fight every week?
Yeah, a 2 hour Iron Man match.
Like
with,
every single AEW broadcast,
yep,
just open it up with Fletcher and Speedball, okay?
Fletcher and Speedball, and that's the entire show.
Tony, book it
Tony, I think you
every
should
week,
hire us to the writers' room. We
every
got
week.
some great ideas. Fletcher versus Speedball all
And your
night,
nominations
every
for
night.
match of the year: Speedball Mike Bailey versus Kyle Fletcher on May 3rd. Speedball versus Kyle Fletcher on October 12th. And Speedball versus Kyle Fletcher on August 13th.
All night, every night. Fletcher and Speedball.
Yes, please.
But yeah, absolute banger. And already I can see it being by the end of the year, top three TV match of the year contender, let alone maybe even breaking into the overall match of the year contention. That
Mhm.
was just so sweet. Um, what else happened? Roderick Strong finally showed up to work,
Yep.
missing no longer, and finally gives in and joins with the conglomeration.
Nice guy,
That
Roddy. We
nice
get
guy
it.
Roddy. You know what? I'm down with it.
Why
It's
not?
pretty nice. Why not?
What what's Roddy gonna do other than that?
Yeah,
Be the,
join the dogs, but that doesn't
be
feel right.
another guy on the Death Riders. They got enough.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get to them.
Oh yeah.
Now, my if you haven't seen it, go see it. Still workshopping the title.
Been
That award,
workshopping this for a month.
yep. That award
That
goes
award.
goes to Willow Nightingale versus Persephone for the TBS title.
Love
Just a
it.
sick match, a showcase for two awesome young talents.
Mhm.
Just go watch it. It was a good match, a great match even, and a big, big showcase for both Willow and Persephone. No notes, just do it. And main event, Champa and FTR, the Bald Bastards versus Dem Bucks. I feel okay. Watching this match in real time, I just got the feeling that FTR versus Young Bucks at Revolution was finally going to be the chapter of their rivalry that delivered on the promise. And
Longer than the entire Harry Potter series.
spoilers for Revolution, my prediction did turn out right, but
Ooh.
there there was definitely a lot of hype in this match, and it was a fun match at that.
Mhm.
Again, I feel like I say this every week with these multi-man matches, but shades of PWG, that classic California indie, goofy but also absolutely bonkers awesome. Like that match style just fits AEW so perfectly, and then heel Champa just feels right, man. And him and Briscoe feels like a blood feud in the making
Hmm. They're going to be feuding for possibly even years to come.
till they're 90.
So much history between those two.
Now, on to Friday Night SmackDown. Thankfully, we get to skip over TNA because we covered them earlier.
Yes.
All right, but we're not free from TNA-esque moments of, oh God, what are we doing here? Because it genuinely looks like we're getting a tag team match at WrestleMania with Jelly Roll and Danhausen versus Kit Wilson and The Miz.
This is giving me PTSD from WrestleMania 27 Snooki match.
Ooh,
Why is this here?
like,
Oh my God.
okay, I will say the obvious. Jelly Roll, props to him for his massive weight
He put
loss.
on a great match when he
Yeah,
was with Randy and Logan and Drew.
yeah, that was good.
The fact that Jelly Roll might have to carry this match is
Oh
ridiculous.
God.
Oh
I don't
God.
know, man. Jelly Roll again is in great shape. Put on a great match last time out. He doesn't have that Bad Bunny feel where like this guy could be a wrestler if he wanted to. It's just like mm,
No.
it ain't it. Danhausen, he's super fun, absolute horse shit in the ring. And I say that with newfound love in my heart for Danhausen. Kit Wilson is Kit Wilson. He's awesome. He's gonna carry the match. 5-star classic alone. Um, no, he's still growing and developing as a single
Yes.
star, and to immediately throw him in this celebrity showcase match feels like maybe he's not destined for the heights that some believe he is. Some.
Miz is gonna be like a high school basketball coach out there barking out
Oh.
orders. Oh,
Now, mind you, the actual Miz TV segment that kind of laid the groundwork for this might be an actual war crime because it was just painful to sit through. Jelly Roll,
when
for
is
all of
Miz
his,
TV not?
yeah, for all of his talent as a singer, just ain't that good on the mic. The Miz, it felt like something was off with him, like just cliched and outdated. Just something was off with the Miz, and then Kit Wilson came in to save the segment, and that's the end of that. Uh, the MFTs and the Wyatts are still feuding. I feel like this is
I'm
past
so done. Get these titles out of this fucking feud.
the MFT vortex is real. It's been like 7 months
Why
of
is this
shit.
still a thing? Like, you have New Japan legend Tama Tonga fighting over a damn lantern.
You've got Solo Sikoa, who has the potential to be
He's
a
got
top
the
star.
chops, man.
Jeff Cobb deserves so much better. Tall Tonga just ain't it.
That's Hikuleo, man. Come
No, that's
on.
tall Tonga. Oh yeah, and Tongalo is also here.
Just stick Tongaloa in the feud against the Wyatt Six. Get everybody else out.
Just Tongaloa,
Yeah.
greatest wrestler of all time. Love me some Tongaloa. All right, women's tag title triple threat is basically all but set up for WrestleMania. Jackson Lash versus Bliss and Flair versus the Bella twins.
I don't
It's
mind it.
it's fine.
I think the
Yeah.
Bellas take it.
Yeah, honestly. They do that, then Bliss and Flair split up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine.
Nah.
Then with Tiffany Stratton beating up Kiana James, it maybe seems like we're getting built up towards a Tiffany and Julia match at Mania. That could be a
US
lot of
title
fun.
match.
That could be fun.
I like it.
And then
Crash
I
that. Tiffany versus Kiana James. Like, that would go
oh
crazy.
yeah, on a proper stage like WrestleMania, yeah. And I'll let you take this final segment. The contract signing between Orton and Rhodes. Cam, preach.
I've been saying this for 6 months. Through Cody losing to Drew, through everything, through the Royal Rumble win, through the Elimination Chamber win, through the end of 2025, we got heel Randy Orton, baby. He's back. He's better than ever. Randy Orton's one of those wrestlers who can just turn bad on a dime and nobody cares. You don't even need a story to do it. He's that
Nope.
good. People were like, heel Cody. I want heel Cody. Cody can't do that. It'll be like the John Cena heel turn all over again. So I think Randy going heel is the right move. It's the best for business move. And we know Randy's best for business. So I love it. I'm looking forward to it. I love that people were cheering for it. That makes it so much better. It
Yep.
tells WWE that this has been too fucking long. We have been yearning for this since Cody made his return at
Yep.
WrestleMania 38. This was such a long time coming. I'm so excited to see the promos between those two because there's so much history, and this feud can totally be built in the next month. So I'm just ecstatic to see this feud finally come to fruition.
Folks, peak has returned. It, come on. You can't not give Orton the title now. Heel Randy Orton, set up in this blood feud with Cody, so much history. Do it. Cowards. Pull the trigger.
Now do you put a stipulation on it is the question. Because there were rumors that it would be Cody and Drew in a Hell in a Cell make its return.
Mm,
But I
eh.
definitely think like this feud, if it actually be like is a Texas death match or a three stages of hell match or something that gruesome, I could totally see it, but I could totally see it just being a straight one-on-one.
I don't think WWE has the cojones to pull off a Texas death match. Believe me, we'll get to why.
Hmm.
Because an Iron Man match could be the way to go, but honestly, I could see them just doing a straight up match with these two. Just makes sense.
I feel that. I think it's going to be a banger either way, so.
All right, we're gonna do something a little different.
Ooh.
Cam, what is this week's specialty segment? Back by
Well,
popular demand.
well, we had such a blast last week with the debut of this specialty segment and to build up Revolution, which was oh so good. We're bringing back blind rankings, and this time to hype up Revolution, we're going with some AEW superstars.
I don't
You know
like
what?
this.
Why?
I don't want another Alex Riley situation.
That's why
I'm
I'm
not
making you guess, man.
I'm not putting A-Rye at the top of my list again. God damn it, Cam.
Well, you're lucky because A-Rai hasn't been in AEW.
All right. AEW stars, we are only looking at their contributions to AEW. Only their work within
Only.
an AEW squared circle.
Yes.
All right, I kicked it off last week. Do you want to lead things off this week?
I would love to.
Oh God. Let's hear it.
First one up. We got the crazy man, Mark Briscoe.
Ooh,
Have to keep you guessing on the first one.
a solid ooh, a solid 3.
Three.
I feel like
Okay.
he's had a fantastic run, really made an impact.
Mhm.
It's such a shame that he wasn't able to do it because of stupid TV execs limiting him and his brother from being
Mhm.
on TV. It's such a damn shame that we didn't see a Briscoe tag run. But Mark Briscoe on his own has really broken out. Just a reliable, everyman, lovable babyface mid-carder, and you gotta have more of those on any roster. He's a definite, very, very solid and deserved 3.
Gotta love Mark Briscoe. One
Hell
of my
yeah.
favorites working today. He's bringing back that extreme style.
Yeah.
Next up, we got an OG. We got a big OG in AEW. We got Britt Baker, baby.
Ooh,
Gotta love some Britt Baker. Put
4.
the put the women's scene, put the AEW women's division on scene. Four, solid four.
4. A
Love it.
solid 4. Her work was really good, really helped establish the women's division, but
Hmm.
within a year or two of AEW being established, it became very clear that some of the newer people, even some of the ones that started the division with her,
Hmm.
Rio, Sheeta, hell, even Nyla Rose, Thunder Rosa, were just a step above. And Baker, for how solid she was on the
Hmm.
mic and good in the ring, just not at the level of some of these other folks.
Yeah.
So I feel like the early run was good enough, but everything kind of after that Thunder Rosa feud during COVID, it ain't been it.
Yeah. She's a trailblazer, but as many Trailblazers do, people surpass. So
Yeah,
four, solid four for Britt Baker.
solid four.
Next one. This is where just AEW is going to come into
Oh
play.
no.
We got the Rainmaker, baby. We got Kazuchika Okada.
Two.
Two.
He's been absolutely lights out fantastic in AEW, but we haven't quite seen the best of him yet. I feel like that's still coming once he breaks out from the Don Callis family, or once Takeshita and Fletcher get out of the Don Callis family and he gets to
Mhm.
be the centerpiece. I think that's going to be when we finally see full potential Okada back. That being said, I'm talking like he's some schmuck every week.
This man is no schmuck.
He could have a 5-star match with me, with me. Like
It's like the
every si
Kota Ibushi versus the dummy match.
yeah, genuinely has not had a bad match. Hasn't even had a match that could be classified as, oh, it was just good. No, Okada's just been great. And
Yep.
seeing like the most serious wrestler in New Japan become just a natural comedy heel despite being the greatest wrestler alive is absolutely nuts. I feel like he hasn't won a world title, so I'm going to put him at 2, a
Mhm.
cautious 2.
I like it. Now, it's funny.
Oh
It's
no.
next up. We got his twin. We got Konosuke Takeshita. One or five.
You're going to screw me over, but with whoever this last person is, I am going to say 1. I'm putting Takeshita at number 1 because of his contributions. He's been around in AEW longer than
Mhm.
Okada. He's been more prominently featured. Okada's kind of had these sporadic matches because he's Okada. He can do what he wants and he can get the light version of the Roman Reigns booking.
Mhm.
Takeshita has been a workhorse in and out every single week, doing whatever's required of him. Comedy stuff, heel stuff, face stuff, extreme stuff, high flying stuff,
Mhm.
power stuff. Anything you ask of this man, he has delivered tenfold. And actually, just to cap off my point, I'm going to bring up a message from one of our beloved interview guests, Hunter Bushel Patch,
Mm.
who said just in a message, like, hey, I'm getting into AEW. This Takeshita guy hasn't had a bad match yet. Like, he
This
only puts on
Takeshita da
bangers.
this Takeshita guy is pretty cool.
This Takeshita guy is pretty good.
Well, I
Yeah,
think that's a great choice because talking about
just,
schmucks, this last guy is a
oh,
pretty big
no,
schmuck.
you're gonna say like fucking Sting
I'll
or
just let you
Osprey
read
or
it.
something. I hate you. I hate you so much.
That's
No, I'm
that's
not
tough,
answering this.
man.
I'm not putting Kenny Omega at number 5.
Yeah, that's tough, man. One Winged Angel, absolute legend. Guess Josh isn't a big fan of Kenny Omega.
If I could reorder it, I'd bump everyone down a spot. Omega 1, Takeshita 2, Okada 3, Briscoe 4, Baker 5.
Ooh,
That's how I would place the list.
yeah. I take Alex Riley over Kenny Omega as well.
All right, Cam, it's your turn.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Where are we putting the AEW work of Chris Statlander?
Ooh, damn, that takes some thought. Because it took her a while to get back to get into the major title scene.
Take your time.
Oh man, this sucks. Because I'm debating five. No, I don't know.
Huh?
I'd go four. I'm gonna go a solid four.
Okay. All right. All right.
I gotta leave some room. I got to.
All right. Well,
Because there's a lot of legends in AEW.
you want to talk about legends. Where are you
Oh
going to put
no.
the Ocho, Chris Jericho? Only his AEW work, the highs and the lows. You've got to include all the awesome opening stuff that he did in the first few years. You've got to combine that with the learning tree, the Jericho Appreciation Society. You've got to look at
You
all
know
of
what?
what he's done.
You know what? I'm fine with this. He's a world champion. I those factions were actually solid. I'm gonna go three for Jericho.
Three for Jericho. Okay, okay. Not bad.
Mhm.
All right. Give me your thoughts on a William Osprey.
That guy's one. I'm putting
Really?
Will Ospreay at one.
Really?
Yes. Because the sole reason, because Will Ospreay can totally be debated as the number one AEW superstar. Unless
Okay.
you have fucking John Moxley on that list or Cody Rhodes, maybe. No, not even Cody Rhodes.
Not the
Not even.
Codyverse.
Not the Cody verse. There's too much bad
Yeah.
to counter out Will Ospreay, but like even Will Ospreay, John Moxley could be debated. You could have a debate over it. So just for safekeeping, Will Ospreay at one
Okay. Now
because
this next.
he's got the best portfolio of matches by far.
All right. All right. Now this next person was an innovator. Really brought attention to this title scene and made an impact right out of the gate and has been a very solid hand ever since. Give me your thoughts on Rio.
I think Rio is in the same bundle as Britt Baker.
Ooh,
I mean, she's still got the stuff. She's got more stuff than Britt Baker has now. But also, I think Britt Baker had a better AEW prime than Rio. So, damn it, I wish I put stat at five. Because if I put stat at five, I could have put Jericho at four and then Rio at three. But I think the big grouping of Jericho, Stat, and Riho can all be argued. So I'm gonna have to put Rio at five. I don't
ooh.
love it.
All right.
That opens up two, which again, two is a very debatable spot. So, but if you give me John fucking Moxley, I cannot have five open.
All right. You know what? I respect the strategy on that and
Yeah.
backing it up. Now, this one could be debated.
Okay.
Is he a two? I don't know. He's deserved it. He's earned it. Mic work in the ring has been solid too. Not a bad story yet. Give me your thoughts on the Mad King, Eddie Kingston.
That sucks.
Sucks
Because
eggs.
Riho could have been two. Oh my God. Like
Not as
we
traumatizing as putting Kenny
that's
Omega at five, but
it's not as traumatizing, but like you know how little of a fan of Eddie Kingston I am.
oh,
I love it. Like you said, I love his mic work, but I can't stand his matches. I don't know why. I guess I haven't watched Eddie Kingston enough. He's another trailblazer. Of course, he's like one of the best mic workers in AEW today, but God, that match versus Big Bill really put a bad taste in my mouth, and I
mm,
have yet to get it out. So, damn it. I guess Eddie Kingston can fit into in this batch of wrestlers as well. So, I guess I'm not too far gone, but I would
mhm.
have loved Riho over everybody from two to four. So,
Yeah. I mean, you gotta remember his insane Continental Classic run, the first ever,
Yeah.
the Iron Man going the distance. That feud with Moxley right out of the gate was
Yeah.
just
You got
so
a lot of
bloody.
OGs in your list. Holy
Yeah,
cow.
jazz it up a little.
Yeah.
All right, now with the table set, it's time for La Revolution straight from the Staples Center. No, I won't be calling it the Crypto.com Arena. Fight me. Uh, let's kick it off with the match that kicked off the show, the classic that finally delivered on the hype, FTR versus the Young Bucks. Banger. Finally. For whatever reason,
Absolute banger.
over the last like four or
I don't
five
really know
years.
why. I don't really know why this one sets apart.
Yeah,
It just hit different.
yeah.
There's not
Like,
much more to say. Like we've been talking about FTR versus Young Bucks for years. This one just hit different.
and they've had interactions, different variations of heel and face versions of these teams going head to head. And for whatever reason, those matches just didn't click. They just didn't deliver on one of, if not two of, the greatest tag teams of all time going head to head. You'd think that it would be an absolute banger, an instant classic, but it was just, yeah, it was fine. And finally, on the hype, you could tell that that kind of pressure was weighing on these guys because they went out there and just delivered. Face Young Bucks just feel right, back to doing
Yeah.
their usual flippy shit.
Just fits. Just fits.
And I say flippy shit with all the love in my heart. I'm down
Yes.
for that kind of stuff. That's the
Yes.
Young Bucks style.
The original flippy shits.
Yeah. And FTR are FTR. No notes. Just
Yeah.
one of the greatest. Now, speaking of, we got a big return. FTR retained the
Speaking of one of
titles.
the greatest.
Speaking of one of the greatest, FTR retained with an avalanche shatter machine. And then win, pin, lights go out. It's Cope and Cage.
I see clearly everything comes in line.
Beautiful, Cam. Great
You're
stuff.
welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Woo!
My king.
Now, yeah, Cope and Cage are back. Finally, we're
Hmm.
gonna get this match. And you know what? The next pay-per-view up on the AEW schedule is Dynasty, and Dynasty takes place in Canada. We thought it was gonna come maybe at All Out Toronto. Eh, that's fine. They've been properly built up now
Hmm.
that it's a full-fledged blood feud between these guys.
Yep.
I think Cope and Cage win the titles
That would be
in
so
Canada.
cool. So cool.
Yep.
Wish we could have seen it.
Bastards. But
Gosh. At least we saw Bubbles.
now, now the big question is, it doesn't feel like they're done just yet with the Young Bucks. FTR, I should say. Do we get some sort of screwy craziness throughout this Cope and Cage and FTR feud that does set up a three-way match? Maybe even
Put Young Bucks into that.
TLC at Wembley
Oh
Stadium?
man.
If they can tie it over,
Cope and Cage in a TLC match?
if they can bide their time until the summer, TLC match at Wembley. I'm just saying.
Like
I'm just saying.
what is it with us getting pissed off at WWE putting Unk slop, but when we see 40-year-olds go at it in AEW, it just hits.
It
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 just
hits different.
hits.
I don't know,
Like the
man.
old Young Bucks
They're just
and Edge and
good.
Christian. That's crazy.
That being said, we're also comparing Cope and Cage and the Young Bucks and FTR with
Yeah.
Angel and Berto.
Ooh.
Tough competition, guys.
Put a
All right.
lantern in that feud.
Yeah, great start to the night though.
Yeah.
Finally delivered.
Well, that leads into Tony versus Marina, which was pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. This has been building up since the haircut match. I've been waiting for this match for, well, I've been anticipating this match since then. So, I mean, no notes. No notes really. It was
yeah,
such like it's another Tony Storm match. It's never bad.
yeah.
Never even good. They're always great. So just solidified Tony Storm even more as one of the best women's wrestlers, one of the best wrestlers working to get today. And yeah, she can really have a great match with anybody.
And Marina's improvement has been
Oh yeah.
really awesome to see. Now, that being said,
The
what
one
happened in the
knock on
post-match, Cam?
Revolution. One knock.
The
All,
one
all,
bad part.
all you had to do was just step over the finish line, AEW. Like Tony, you just had to lean over the
Well,
finish line, and you could have just passed with an A plus plus plus.
they were so close
But nope, you got to bring in Ronda Rousey.
in the big
For
26.
what? For what reason? No, nobody has a reason.
Okay,
Yeah, because there's no reason to bring in Ronda Rousey.
okay. Devil's advocate time. The MMA
No,
women,
there's
the
no
women's
point.
MMA GOAT, former WWE women's champ, had some solid matches, and with her now seeming alignment with the goddamn Death Riders, okay, you want someone to stay in line to really rein it in terms of ego and issues and whatnot. Mox, Claudio, Pac, those are probably the best teachers out there to get someone primed and ready for a big time match, to get someone in line without any ego issues, without any problems or creative differences. Oh no.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Ronda Rousey does not deserve a big time match.
Nope. Oh, I completely agree.
Mm-mm.
If it's a one and done,
You gonna stick the AEW World Title on Conor McGregor next, Tony? Why not? Why not?
mm,
Cause wrestling's the same as MMA, right? Yeah.
yep.
Get this garbage off my screen. Revolution was 9.9 out of 10 because of this.
Yeah. It could be
He's lucky
fun.
that it only took zero point 0.1 off because it would have been an 11.
Yeah. Yeah. Real talk. If it is a one and done, that could be fine. Tony Storm can carry anyone to a good match. Ronda Rousey obviously has been out of the ring for a long time, was never the most
Yeah,
solid in
I
it.
I guess if Ronda's gonna have a solid match, it would be against Tony Storm.
Yeah.
So I guess it's fine. Just this once.
Just this once. Now, keeping on the topic of potentially great matches, we got a actually great match, an
Hmm.
absolutely insane match, probably match of the year, honestly. Mox and Takeshita. We knew it was
So
going to
good.
be great, and it somehow
So
surpassed
good.
that. So good. Mox wins, but it feels like those two maybe aren't done just yet.
Not done yet.
And yeah, just a great match. If you can find the highlights on YouTube without them being copyright claimed, go find them.
It's gonna be the full match.
Just
It's gonna be
get,
the full match.
honestly, just watch all the highlights from Revolution. But I
Yeah.
digress. And then after the match, will
Hey,
Osprey
John Moxley,
return?
first man to kick out of the Raging Fire as well. That's
That's
big.
true. That's true.
That's huge.
And I mean, on this AEW roster, who else? Maybe this man, Will
Nobody
Osprey,
else.
showed up, showed out, absolutely cleaned house, just about broke his neck again with an insane overhead kick. to Garcia and Yuta. Yeah, just like this close to breaking his neck again,
Yeah,
as one does. But it's Will Ospreay. It's so good to see him back, and with some
yeah,
of the results from later in the night, it is 1,000% Ospreay winning the title at Wembley in the summer. There is no other direction. This
it's
guy
gotta
is
be. It's gotta be.
so incredibly over. One of the greatest wrestlers of all time. This roster is stacked, but Ospreay still manages to stand above. He's 1,000% winning the title at Wembley.
Well, that brings up new women's tag team champions.
Woo!
It was rumored to happen. Willow Nightingale was talking about it for the last couple weeks that having both two titles, you're bound to lose one
Mm-hmm.
sooner rather than later. Megan Bayne finally has some gold. Lena Cross off the bat has some gold.
Yeah.
No complaints with this one. Love it. Love it.
Then next match of the night was Brody King versus Swerve Strickland. No stipulation attached, and somehow managed to be just so
They are the
brutal.
stipulation.
Yeah, legit. And you just got so many brutal spots. A swerve stomp on the apron, vertebreaker on the concrete. Good
Goodness
Lord.
gracious.
Swerve wins with a sickening house call, goes to do more damage, and Kenny Omega returns to make the save. That is going to
We're
be,
getting Swerve versus Kenny, baby.
yep, Swerve and Kenny in Canada, probably at Dynasty.
Hmm.
No notes.
No notes at all. But that brings up another five-star match. Tekla returns. I cannot speak.
Run it
Let me
back.
reload. Tekla retains against Chris Statlander in another banger of a match. I'm so excited for this Tekla reign.
Oh,
I'm
like
so excited for the matches she's gonna have. This
she's
was
got,
just a run it back with Stat.
yeah,
Not crazy stakes. The story was already there. Now we're getting more Tekla stories. It's gonna be so. I hope she holds us for a year. It's gonna be so good.
Tekla's got it, man.
She's got
Like
it, man.
star power. So cool.
Hmm.
And, just a phenomenal wrestler to top it
You know
all
that
off.
that too.
Yeah, that too. Now, speaking of phenomenal wrestlers, Jet Speed and Mystico pull off a really unexpected shock,
Oh, I
winning the
love it.
trios titles back.
I love it.
You know what? I'm
I
I dig it.
I talked about Tekla holding this for a year. Can Jet Speed and Mystico just hold these titles for the next decade so that we keep seeing trios matches with Jet Speed and Mystico?
Yeah.
Because that would be phenomenal.
Just let him face anyone, everyone.
Anybody.
And
Like you can turn Jet Speed into single stars another day.
yeah,
These
you got time.
matches are so good.
Mystico might be the Lucha Goat. I must say it.
Yeah, that yeah.
He might be the Lucha Goat.
Might be.
And OG Sin Cara, he still got it, baby.
Yep. May not be able to jump on a trampoline, but boy, can that guy wrestle.
Don Callis family might be falling apart. You could see some tension, especially between Okada and Fletcher afterwards.
Hmm.
I could definitely see Fletcher and Takeshita, maybe even Davis as well, being excommunicated from the Don Callis family. Davis, just such a hoss, a workhorse. He's been an underrated guy for so long, and he's really earned his flowers.
Yeah. It's tough with Jake Doyle being injured because that
Yeah.
tag team could totally split anytime they want. It's tough for Mark Davis with not much stature in the singles division to split
Hmm.
from the Don Callis family right now, but like he's totally got the chops to do it.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have the heat for it right now, which
Yeah,
sucks.
that's fair. Now, if Fletcher, Takeshita, and potentially Davis break away from the family, Takeshita obviously goes off on his own, but do we see an Aussie Open reunion? Fletcher and Davis running roughshod over the tag division. It could be
I
fun.
wouldn't say
I'm
no.
just saying, I'll leave it at that.
I
But
wouldn't say no.
Mystico, also the man of the hour, not just CMLL champion, not just an AEW Trios champion, but this man is now signed to a dual contract. Baby, we are getting more Mystico on our
We are
TV every
back.
week.
We are back.
Now, the big thing to note with dual contracts, it doesn't mean that they are
Right.
exclusive to AEW. It just means that the pathway is easier to navigate in terms of getting those matches on TV. I'm here for it. Hell yeah.
Love it. But that leads to another banger. This match I would like to see on my screen weekly as
Yep.
well. Andrade versus Bandito. Oh my Lord. This is another match of the year contender, in my opinion.
Easily.
It's up
Easy.
there. It's easily. It was bound to be good. Like
Yeah.
even with as little story as it had being built just a couple weeks ago, doesn't even need a damn story. Like imagine these
Yep.
guys with a story.
That could be so good.
Oh my
Andrade might
God.
be next up for a world title shot.
Oh my, I
He's
thought he
earned
was
it.
in contention now,
He's
but
earned it.
MJF just too short. He's held the title for too short.
Mm.
I would have loved to see it, him be in this world title match in at Revolution, beating Hangman, but we didn't need it, as
Yeah.
we'll get on, as we'll talk about in a little bit. But this match was just again no
Straight
notes.
heat.
It's straight heat, man. There's no notes.
And then in the last cool down match of the night, if you can even call it that, just a solid all around
I wouldn't call it
match.
that.
It was good.
Yeah,
Conglomeration, fully
solid
united,
3.5, 4 out of 5.
beat the dogs. It
Hmm.
was solid cool down match. Roderick Strong is the man. He's still got it. You can give him the world title tomorrow and I wouldn't blink an eye. Roddy's just got it. He's such a good in-ring worker, man.
Crazy because he doesn't even have much of a gimmick. Like he
No.
doesn't have a theme to his character
Like
really,
he's the straight man to all the conglomeration's
and he's
goofiness.
and he's still got it,
Yeah.
which is so fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact that he's still got it after a decade is so pleasant to see.
Yeah.
And we got nice guy Roddy, as we
Yeah.
mentioned. We got
Not to
nice guy
mention
Roddy back.
David Finlay just looks like he's primed for a title of
Yeah.
some kind. I could really see the dogs taking the trios titles off of Mystico and Jet Speed, but that's a story for another day.
Let Jet Speed and Mystico hold it for a while. We need
Yeah.
more matches. Make it like best 2 out of 3 with the dogs and Jet Speed and Mystico.
Yeah.
That would go hard.
And then the main event.
Jesus Christ. I need a cleansing after that match.
A bleach bath.
Oh my God.
Oh. Let's preface this with just an awesome match. So good between two of the greatest wrestlers out there today. If you're a little squeamish, this ain't the match for you.
No.
Cam, do you want to name some of the weapons and items used in this match?
Let me see. I want to start off with blood getting smeared on the camera.
Just beautiful shot to
Hmm.
end
Yeah.
the pay-per-view.
Dog collars,
Yep.
staples,
Yep.
um, tables,
Of
as
course.
always. Of course. You know what? That's four. Let's get let you name You name another group of weapons that was used.
Oh, just stuff like skewers, broken glass, barbed wire boards, light tubes, and not to mention MJF sticking a syringe straight through Hangman's cheek.
Yep.
Yeah, as one does.
Sounds like a Home Depot shopping list.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah.
Just so brutal and sickening. Like, genuinely, the most disgusting match AEW has put on. Somehow beating out
And
that
that's a high
Swerve.
bar.
That's a very high bar. Like, all the Swerve and Hangman matches,
All the Mark Briscoe matches.
Mark Briscoe matches, MJF versus Punk in a dog collar match. This
Yeah.
one somehow out death
Outdone
matches them all.
everything by a mile, too.
Out
Like,
death matches them all.
this is by far the most gruesome match.
And then MJF with the dog collar hangs Hangman to
He
win.
hung the hangman. Oh my
Hanging the
God.
Hangman.
What a story. With the camera smeared with blood. Are you freaking kidding me?
I'm fine with it.
There is a reason like AEW is surpassing WWE.
Mm,
It's because they got the balls to do stuff like this.
yeah.
Plus have five-star matches technically.
You know.
Like
Yeah.
it's
Man.
unbelievable.
And I'm all right with the end result, that being
Mhm.
Hangman not being able to challenge for the world title.
With Will Ospreay coming back into the mix, Kyle Fletcher will be in that picture as well once Ospreay gets
Swerve.
the title. Swerve is when Hangman will come back into the picture. I
Yeah.
love the story that you pointed out a couple weeks ago with Swerve going on one of the craziest heel runs we've ever seen in AEW, and Hangman being the
Like,
golden boy must come back into the title picture because nobody else can beat Swerve. That is something that can happen one, maybe even 2 years from now. So I'm
hmm
okay with Hangman losing this match because he doesn't need the title right now. There's so many other guys who could take it. Andrade even, like we said,
yeah. I could
just
see.
a little bit ago. He could totally have a chance. Kenny Omega looking for one last one. He's been in the picture as well.
Yeah.
Um, I like there's just so many faces in AEW who could take it that Hangman doesn't need to right now.
Agreed. And what a way to cap off this episode.
Well, after that Hangman and MJF match, as I mentioned, I'm gonna need a cleansing. I'm gonna need to look into my soul over this next week. But a lot more to come. The road to WrestleMania still ongoing. The hangover from AEW Revolution is going to be pretty sick too. So a lot more to come, but until then, I've been Cam Sterling, joined by Josh Alderman, and this has been the Superkick Society. We'll see you next week.